I get to hang out with some cool people, and I get a paycheck at the end of the week. And I think it's awesome. It's such a great job.
Recently, the U.S. Department of Labor put out statistics where they named the fastest growing occupations in the nation, and home care aide and personal care aide were the top 2 fastest growing occupations nationally. I think that we'll see more support given to this workforce, more money for training, more money for wages, and more support to kind of grow and sustain a workforce that can care for people at their community setting.
Well, here in Massachusetts, there's 2 different types of direct care workers or attendants, people who provide services to people with disabilities or elders. The program that I oversee is with the Personal Care Attendant Program, and but for short, it's often called PCAs. The consumer, the person with a disability or the elder with a disability, they're the ones who's doing the hiring, the firing, the scheduling, the training of the person that's providing the hands-on care to them.
The first day that you worked was so stressful, and the first couple of days that anybody works, because there's so much detail to the work that becomes second nature to you after you're here for like 3 or 4 weeks.
It's a lot of meticulous direction taking, and Liz is really good about directing me on what, on body mechanics or different things, the way that she needs to be positioned. And it was helpful because the first couple of days I trained, I got to watch her other helpers do all of these things. And after I felt like I got a good idea of what a day was like, the little things that I needed to be filled in on, Liz could just tell me what she needed.
We have in the state of Massachusetts presently about 32,000 people who are employed as PCAs. And these folks provide hands-on services to people with disabilities, things that are very crucial, to independent living so that folks can live in the community at home as opposed to being in a facility or a nursing home.
Home care aide works for an agency. So they have a supervisor, a nurse, who supervises, trains, hires them, does background checks. They have initial training and continuing training throughout their years as a home care aide. Both positions do things like meal prep, shopping, dressing, bathing clients. They help with dusting. They can do just about anything. Most clients want to be cared for right when they get up in the morning, be bathed, get out of bed. So they're probably getting out into the workforce by 7, probably maybe even earlier.
I could not be doing my job as an ADA coordinator without personal care assistance. She does bathing, grooming, dressing, laundry doing, sweeping up.
70% of my staff are people with disabilities. And I have staff who would not be able to come to work every day without the assistance of their PCAs to help get them out of bed, get them dressed, and so that folks can go to work and contribute to society, work and pay their taxes, and feel fulfilled in that, you know what I mean? So it's vitally important.
PCAs and home care aides do basically the same exact tasks in terms of assisting with activities of daily living. The main difference is a home care aide works under the direction of an agency. The agency tells the aide what tasks to do with the client. The agency develops that task list with input from the client, but the agency, which is a nurse, is overseeing the care. A lot of these clients, the only person that they come in contact with is their aide, and they become, family in a way to that aide, and they love talking to the aide. They share their life with the aide. They appreciate the aide so much.
Oh, Macklin is a wonderful help to me. I don't know what I would do without her. I couldn't function.
Well, I know when it's Wednesday, and I know when she's supposed to be here. And in the beginning, I used to clean everything so that she wouldn't have to do so much. But it got
You still
to the
do.
There's still, no, not really.
I think that, it can be challenging dealing with some clients also. Some can be difficult. For home care agencies, you're moving a lot from client to client, so there's travel involved. In the winter, it can be difficult to move from client to client.
Some of them are more difficult, yes, because you don't. When you first go there, you see what you're walking into, and some places are really small with a lot of stuff and cluttered, and it's hard to move around, but you can do it.
It's a tough job, but you really have to love your job that you do. You don't only work for the money. You work to help others.
Sometimes it's like mentally taxing and physically taxing, and in that I have to sometimes just take a step back and just put things into perspective and just take a breath, right?
And I think what people need to know is that just about anybody can do this job. It is a profession in which people can really grow.
Some folks will, start off as a PCA, find that they like the work, that they find the work rewarding and engaging, and they want to continue on that path. So then some folks say, you know what, I want to work in a facility, or I want to become a CNA, or actually I want to become a nurse, because they found the work fulfilling, and they go up the career ladder. But it varies from person to person.
I love medical staff because I really enjoy when I work with people and then help elderly people. So that's why I want to be a nurse.
I mean, I think it can be a very rewarding job. You have flexibility, you meet new people, you learn new skills, and you can really take it as far as you want it.
I love to do this job. This is my kind of job. I really, really love to do this kind of job. I love to help people.